What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. First of all, thank you guys for the support. Second of all, the BPL tournament is out. I put together quite a cheap team. I don't really want to waste too many resources on this tournament for the simple fact that the pack that you get is untradeable. Yes, it's a BPL players, premium players pack, which is awesome, but the fact that it's untradeable, I don't have BPL teams, so it doesn't really, like, the only thing it would help me for is when I'm playing with other tournaments that require untradeable BPL players. So I don't want to waste too many resources on this tournament. However, I am going to still try my best to win it. The 5,000 coins will obviously be nice. And in the meantime, we're going to play through the final Division 2 game. And then hopefully, well, we're guaranteed to be promoted into Division 1 anyway, but also the Division 1 stuff going forward. So in the last few episodes, some exciting stuff. We played a few live com games, got some good wins under our belt. Ended up winning that tournament, packed an inform who's still just chilling in the club right now. We've got a bronze inform and that gold inform just chilling in the club. You saw there, we sold Loy for 14,000 coins, I beg your pardon. I actually listed him up 2 days ago for 11,000 and he didn't sell. When I got home today and switched my console on and got set up and stuff, I looked at his price range and there was one with a 16,000 coin bid on and one with like a 16,500 coin bin. So I thought, let me just list him. Boom, get rid of him. Gone, done. 14,000 coins, happy days. So yeah, we're into this tournament, and as you can see, I built the team. You have to have BPL players throughout, and it's going to cause a lot of weird teams. And the first weird team we come up against is this. Now, this team is garbage, let's be honest. Like, he's got a terrible goalkeeper. He's got, a couple of non-rares that aren't great. He's got a lone player. They're all really, really low rated, apart from that Robert Huth. That Robert Huth obviously suggests that he's good enough to win tournaments. And what happened in this game is, as you can see, we're 75 minutes in now. It was a really, really tough game. Like, my opponent was very, very, very good. Like, I struggled throughout the whole game to stay involved, really. And then in the 78th minute there, Theo Walcott gets through on goal. His pace is just too much. And I built the team as I built it because I wanted to test Walcott up front, because I've been using a lot of, using Aubameyang, who's 3-star, 3-star. Walcott is also 3-star, 3-star. Obviously, Walcott's not as tall as Aubameyang, but he is pretty much as fast as Aubameyang. Like, Aubameyang obviously has 99 pace and Walcott's 96. So I really wanted to see what it was like as a striker, and he ends up scoring us a second goal as well. And that is how we end up winning the game 2-1 to, honestly, the easiest own goal. Like, he definitely deserved a goal throughout the game. He didn't deserve this goal. You know what I mean? And it was a signal for me of just really, really bad gameplay. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm jet lagged. Like, I woke up AA's house at about midday. On the flight all the way home, I slept for 3 hours on the plane, and then I was up ever since. Like, I've had like 3 hours sleep in like 48 hours. So playing this game here, playing, in general for my Road to Glory, I was a bit tired, but that's not really an excuse. Like, maybe it's a reason why I wasn't as sharp as I normally would be, but I end up scraping through a 2-0 win right there. Into the next round, we come up against this absolute beast of a team, and, he's got some really good players, and just in general, really nice play. And this was another one of those games where it was like, everything just seemed to be going wrong. Like, he scores a nice goal there, I slid in, didn't get the ball. Not too long after that, I tackle him. Chamberlain picks up the loose ball, plays it into Theo Walcott. Another long shot from Walcott. If you're going to back off of Theo Walcott, I'm just going to shoot and hope. And I shot and I hoped, and it flew into the back of the net. 10 minutes later, though, Otamendi picks up the loose ball. De Bruyne here threads that one through to Rooney. I don't know where the hell my defense has gone. One of the biggest problems I'm having right now in Ultimate Team is I have my auto-switching set to fully manual, alright? Fully manual. Yet, at time to time, it still randomly switches the ball with the player. And this clip, I want to show what happens. Look at me. Oh, no, wait, it's not this clip. There's a clip in a second that I'm going to show you guys, where you can see full well the auto switch, which I don't have, has literally cost me a goal. We ended up going 3-1 down against this guy anyway. Like, he was making the most of his chances. My defense was all over the place. I was attacking at this stage. He gets through with Rooney there. I don't know what Koscielny's doing. Like, he literally runs up to him, stops, and then starts again, and he gets a rebound goal. And 30 minutes in, I'm 4-1 down. I'm like, whatever. This game's done and dusted. Like, I could have rage quit, but I thought, let me give it my absolute best. And in the second half here, he picks up the loose ball again. Wayne Rooney clears it. I lose, like, diving header. I don't know what's going on there. And just like with Koscielny, I guess Alexis Sanchez just too quick there for Vincent Kompany. He gets around the end of him and cuts that one across to make it 5-1. And then before you know it, it became 6-1. A random ball up. Koscielny heads it clear. Gets fouled in the process. The ref gives no foul. Koscielny still just picked himself up at this point in the game. We go 6-1 down. And there was time for us to pull a goal back. And we actually, like, I created a lot of chances in this game. Like, it was a more even game than the scoreline would suggest. That's not to say that I think my opponent didn't deserve to win, because he took his chances very, very well. But it is just to say that, yeah, this game, it was a lot closer than 6-2. And if I did get a third or a fourth, you know, made it like 6-3, 6-4, I would have been a lot happier. But at 6-2, as you can see there, he had a bit more possession. 11 shots to my 10, 10 on target to my 5, and he put 6 of them away. Credit to him, fair play. So we have to restart this tournament. But before we restart this tournament, we go into a seasons game. This is our final game in Division 2. A draw here is good enough for us to, you know, basically win the title, pick up the 13,000 coins, and then have about 30,000 coins in the bank again. And things start off really badly here again. Lukaku hitting a weak foot long shot. Is like, you get, like, I personally get mad at something like that because it's against me, but I scored a couple of long shots with Walcott, and it's like, Walcott shouldn't be scoring those, you know. So when I concede one as well, you just have to take the good with the bad. But this game as well, just an epitome of me playing poorly, or the game just not being the best. And, you know, Di Maria get clean through there, and I try and shoot past the keeper saves it. I end up getting a rebound, happy days. Arturo Vidal here, pass it into Boateng. This is a clip that I was talking about, guys. So watch as I lose the ball here, right? Watch the man that I'm controlling. I take the top centre-back. I start running in at the angle. It auto-switches, so I start running away with Koscielny, and it just leaves him the gap. And I'm going to show the clip 2 more times, because I've got the guy, the top centre-back, and I'm starting pulling him down. As soon as it auto-switches, watch Koscielny's run path. He just turns around and runs away from Lukaku. If auto-switching was off and set to manual like I wanted it to be, I would have pulled my top centre-back down. Koscielny would have been in the right place to cover the run out at the angle, and I would have stopped the goal. And I didn't know at this point if it was me just playing bad, or if it was my opponents just playing good, or if the game is genuinely, like, in a state of disarray right now. But we go 2-1 down. Apologies for my dog. There's my dog. Say hi, dog. We end up going 3-1 down. That's a cracking goal. You know, credit where it's due. Like, I get pissed off at the little things in this game, but that's just a lovely goal. Good passing move. And he scores a great goal there with Romelu Lukaku. That was his hat-trick with Lukaku. Here we get Ben Arthur here. Comes in for me. Goes into Matuidi. And when I say the game's bad, I mean the game's bad. Like, that goal there is crap. He tackled me twice. Matuidi on his weak foot from outside the box scores. Absolute nonsense. And then into the 87th minute, Marco Reus gets into the box. I head it off the bar. Probably should have scored with Tar there. Di Maria steals the ball as the guy tries to clear it. He tackles me again, and Di Maria flops that one into the back of the net. And again, just a really, really lucky goal. So, like, it's like, although I do get frustrated when little things go against me, I also know and can see and understand that they also go for me many, many occasions. But look at this game. The dude had 4 shots, none of them from inside my box, 2 of them from really long range. He scored 3 goals. I had 61% possession, much better passing. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm playing bad. I'm playing bad FIFA. I'm having a bad day. You know, everyone's entitled to their bad day on FIFA. That being said, we still got ourselves the point that was required to send us into Division 1 as Division 2 champions. A few more items sold. A few of the players that I bought before, Bpl Cup that we got in the pack sold. I'm still trying to relist a few of the bronzes there. We got 32,000 coins. So with that 32,000 coins, I went and picked up Kevin De Bruyne in at that cam spot there. 21,000 coins for De Bruyne. And the reason why I picked up De Bruyne is, like, the 2 games that I played in the BPL team, I didn't want to waste too many funds on this team, but Ramsey just wasn't doing the business. Like, the attack is great, the defense is solid. Saying that, Clichy always lets me down with pace. Like, one of the problems that I had in one of those games that I lost, or the game that I lost, was that Clichy was just getting burned on the wing. So we went and picked up Bellerin. We're going to play Bellerin at left back off chem. He'll still get, I do believe, 7 chemistry, which is more than okay in a 100 chem team, especially with that 90 odd pace. He's definitely not going to get a reduction in stats, especially if I put the right chem style on. He actually still gets a boost the way the chemistry works right now. And we go into another game there against the old classic 11. He's got a really, really nice 4-3-3 team. Wayne Rooney, Willian, Sterling, Coutinho there. Matic and Cazorla. It's actually a really good team, and Matic is definitely a player that I might think about getting into this team instead of Ramirez. He's just like far bigger, and like his defensive qualities are a lot better. And we end up conceding again, just a really cheesy goal. Like Koscielny's there, he's in front of the attacker, which is what you want. He's backing into him. He's got the edge. He jumps for the ball way too early, and Rooney is at the back post to put it in the back of the net. So, bit of a silly goal to concede, but Theo Walcott down the left-hand side, unbelievable pace, obviously, you know, 96 pace, cuts into the box, could have been fouled there for a penalty, passes it into Depay, Depay drags it back, slots it past the keeper, 1-1 after 41 minutes. And this again, much like the, you know, much like the first game that we played, this was just a ridiculously close game. This guy with his Wayne Rooney, again, just a random pot shot from the top of the box, flies into the back of the net. We end up getting back into the game. Chamberlain doing some good work. Theo Walcott picking up the loose ball and scoring again. And Walcott has already proven himself to be just brilliant. And I don't know if it might be my play style, but like I thought that slow strikers were my thing. It might be fast strikers are also my thing. I don't know. Like, you know, we have good fun with like Suarez, Benzema, Aduriz, like the players of that ilk, Jonas, those sort of players. But we also have very, very good fun with Walcott and Aubameyang and the super speedy strikers. So I don't know, maybe I've got a game for both sets of strikers. But we'll go 3-2 up in this game, and then we concede to yet another Wayne Rooney header. And again, just really, really poor defending. That cross is a little bit broken. The cutback LB cross into the far post is just really strong for some reason. I gave away a penalty in extra time here and ended up not saving that one. But the fact that it didn't go into a corner was a good indication for penalties, and very important later on in the game, because in the 117th minute, my pressure, I was all out attack at this point. My pressure finally told. I get so lucky with De Bruyne there, and as I say, like, I know when luck goes against me and I know when it goes for me, and right there it went for me. Hell yeah. So we go into penalties. After the way he took his first penalty, I know that he's either going to go slightly one side, slightly the other side, or down the middle. He obviously just isn't a very confident penalty taker. We end up missing our first penalty, so I end up sidestepping this one again. The way I save, especially when people don't go to the to the corners, I literally just step to the right or step to the left. I step to the right again. He went to the left again, so I'm 1-0 down on penalties now, but Depay steps up and smashes that one into the far corner there. Oscar steps up here for my opponent. I need to save this one to get straight back in after 2 penalties, and indeed I did. Petr Cech with the easy save off of a weak penalty, and now I'm in the driving seat. You know, Oxlade Chamberlain there, straight down the middle, under the bar, over the keeper, and it goes to 2-1. To me, he steps up with Balassi. This time I sidestep the other side. He goes straight down the middle, and as I say, that sidestep, it covers 2/3 of the goal if the opponent is bad at penalties. You know, you've got a 66% chance of saving it, which is awesome. So I go 3-1 up. All I have to do is save another penalty or score another penalty, and it's game over. He puts that one in the back of the net with Rooney. I guess the wrong way. If I stepped to the right, saved it. I stepped to the left. So we put this one in with Ramirez, and it's game over. However, he stayed straight down the middle, and I went straight down the middle. We go to 3-2. If he scores this, it's tied up, although I'll have a penalty advantage. He did not score this. It is game over, and we advance into the next round. A really, really difficult game in the first round. Not one that I expected to have, and you know, happy to come out of it with the win after a really, really hard-fought game. My opponent was very good, like I said. You know, he fought a good game. He scored 4 goals with Rooney. He'd done a fantastic job with the possession that he had. But fortunately enough for me, we were good enough to come out the other side with the victory after penalties. And you'll see by the match stats right at the end here that it was indeed a very close game and could have gone either way. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.